speaking of our allies who are insane and ridiculous, I mentioned this earlier, how Bernie Sanders' campaign, a Trump campaign, a Clinton campaign, an Obama campaign, all these people's campaigns will continue to support funding of Israel and Saudi Arabia. And Saudi Arabia themselves was apparently the recipient of a recent UN Human Rights Council award. And to follow up on their receiving of this prestigious award, they have decided to behead and then publicly crucify a 21-year-old protester. That is right. This young man, let me see if I can say his name. Where is it at? Excuse me. The young man named Ali Muhammad Bakir al-Nimr faces a cruel and inhuman death for being accused of being involved with taking part in a demonstration when he was 17 4 years ago. So now he is facing punishment in the form of beheading and crucifixion. This is 2015, people, and this is still going on. Not only is this insane that humans are doing this to each other, it's insane that we live in a country that is allowing it, and that the American taxpayer continues to foot the bill and to fund all these things. And that we still look towards new politicians and hope that, okay, they're going to change things, but they're not going to change who our allies are. They're not going to change who we're funding. None of these people that are running are actually going to remove funding from Israel, from Saudi Arabia. So in leading up to the death of this young man, this is horrible situation, Shiite Muslim Ali al-Nimr, he was arrested in February 2012, and this has drawn international condemnation. Of course, the Obama administration has remained silent because they would refuse to call out their own partners. They will talk all about ISIS beheading people and how we need to go send troops over there and bombing campaigns, etc., but they won't mention the fact that their partner, who's also related and in question with financing the 9/11 attacks, their partner Saudi Arabia, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and the royalty over there, are beheading people and stoning women and all sorts of horrible things. Apparently, this young man has now been moved into solitary confinement, and his mother believes that he may be facing his punishment in the coming days. She says no sane and normal human being would rule against a child of 17 years old using such a sentence. And why? He didn't shed any blood. He didn't steal any property. She called on Obama to exert his influence on the Saudi authorities. He is the head of this world, and he can interfere and rescue my son. If he carried out this act, I feel it would raise his esteem in the eyes of the world. He would be rescuing us from a great tragedy. Unfortunately, I don't think we're going to see much of a peep out of Obama. The execution from the kingdom is usually carried out by sword, sometimes in public. And as I said, they've recently moved this young man into solitary confinement, and they're not allowing him any more visits or phone calls or anything. And his parents are now pleading with the Obama administration to do something about this, to save his life. And this is just the hypocrisy of this world, that we have a president responsible for drone assassinations, kill lists, bombing people, killing 16-year-old Americans, killing American citizens, launching new wars in 7 different countries, all these things, and this is the person giving a Nobel Peace Prize. We have a nation that is beheading people, stoning them, crucifying them, and it is being awarded awards for human rights. This is the world we live in. This is why we need each of us to come together to find solutions, to look beyond the nation state, to look beyond the state itself, to look beyond the people in power, and to recognize that the potential to change this world lies inside of each of us. And it's only going to happen once each of us recognize that we have power innate within ourselves, that we don't have to wait for other people to take care of ourselves. We can do it together. So we have to begin the process of healing. And I know what I do locally isn't going to stop this guy from being beheaded in Saudi Arabia. I mean, I'm going to write about this, and we're going to put it on the anti-media, and maybe millions of people will see it, and it could create a response. We've seen that happen. That's the power of alternative media, independent media. That's the power of the collective consciousness working together to help each other. But at the same time, I know that what I can do is to spread awareness in my little circle of the world, to help create more freedom and prosperity in my community, in my circle, to get outside from this box and go out and enjoy the world and see the beauty and understand what I like about it, what I love about it, and find my place in it all. That is how we create a better world. It's not just about the actions we take. The revolution is in the conversations. Never forget that.